Welcome back. Another new session of Operation Research. In last lecture, what we have to learn, we have learned as our decision making under uncertainty conditions and its criterion, and all the criterion we had learned with example. Today we will learn another type of decision that is known as a decision making under the risk. So let's move forward for the decision making under risk. So what happens? Decision, you have to decide any taking decision, a decision situation in which a several possible state of nature may occur and the probability of this state of nature are known. Means you have to apply or you have to invest your money in the market. You have known that you have known as a risk that you have be, or it might be change, or it may be chance of loss of money also. So you have a probability, you have to know probability, right? You have to know several course of action also, state of nature also, and you have known a probability that is known as a decision making under a risk. So here we calculate expected monetary value, that is EMV. We calculate expected value of perfect information, that is EVPI. Also we calculate the expected opportunity loss, that is EOL also. Clear? So all three parameters, all three criterion we have to calculate. In last decision making under uncertainty, we have to calculate or we have to consider a 5 criterion. Here we have to consider a 3 value. Means we have to find out the expected value, monetary value, we have to find out the expected value of perfect information, we have to find out the expected opportunity. Now first we have learned EMV, expected monetary value. First we have to describe as what is EMV and how we calculate it, and then we will move forward for the example. So this is the expected monetary value, that is an alternative, is just a sum of the payoff into a probability of each state of nature. So this is the EMV equation. EMV is equal to payoff of first state of nature into the probability of first nature, payoff of second nature into probability of second nature, payoff of third nature, payoff of third state of, up to so on, payoff of the last state of nature into the probability of last state of nature. We find the EMV. The alternative with the maximum EMV is the chosen. Means after finding all the value of EMV, we have to select a maximum value of EMV. So let's see the example. First, what are the steps? So first we have to construct a payoff table with listing all alternative decisions and state of natures and enter the conditional profit table. Means first we have to make a conditional profit table based on the decision event combination along with the associated probability. Next is calculate the EMV of each decision by multiplying the conditional profit or assigning a probability and adding the results conditional value. The expected monetary value is computed. The best alternative is one associated with the EMV is equal to the maximum EMV. Clear? Depending on whether the payoff of the problem represent the profit or a loss. Clear? So let's take one example. Here one example is given. They have demands and a probability they have. Now they have to decide that based on the demand how much amount of production will be there. We have to take simple calculate the expected demand, and if the item cost of an item is 25 rupees and selling price is 30 rupees, if at the end of the day any surplus has to be deposited at 8 rupees 20 per item, what is the optimum output? Clear? That is the loss value. Here we have a item, cost of item, we have a selling price, means we have 5 rupees profit as well. So we have to make one table over that. For profit we have and loss 5 rupees, right? Profit per unit sold we have 5 rupees, profit per unit sold we have also the loss 5 rupees. Means first for making a conditional profit table, we have considered as demand is equal to the production. Means we have take 100, 110, 120, 130. The same value we have find out in the production also. Now conditional, here the probability which was given in a data. Now we calculate the profit table. So what happens? Suppose I have a demand 100 and I have a product demand. So 100 we sell, so we get a profit as 5 rupees per unit. So that is the 500 rupees. Clear? The same amount we have find out as a profit. Why? Here we have a demand 110, but we have only production 100, means we have to sell only 100 copies. So we have a constant profit throughout all the values, right? Now move forward for the second. We have a production, we have a demand of 100, we have a production of 110 copies. So 10 copies will be rest off. So we have to sell only 100 because we have our demand only 100. So we have a 100 into the 5, right? So we can get here 50 rupees, 450 rupees. Why? Because 10 copies which will be remaining to sell, that is our loss, means we have to find as 100 into the 5, that is profit, plus minus 110 into the 10. After out of 110 we have to sell 100 copies, so we have only 10 copies pending. So 10 into the 5, that is 50, means 500 minus 50 we can get 450 value, right? Here we have a demand 110, we have a demand production 110, so we get 110 into the 5, that is 550 as a maximum profit. Then after the profit will be same as per first column. Next, move forward for the third column. Here we can find out here 100 demand, production is equal to 20. So what happened? 20 copies will be remaining. So 20 into 5, that is 100. So the profit is equal to 100 into 5 minus 20 into 5. So we can get here 400. Same thing here we can find out. We can get 500. Here 120 demand, 120 production. We can get 600. Then after the same profit we have to get. Simple. Same we have to calculate for 130 and 140. We can find out all the conditional profit table. Clear? Now we will move forward for the next iteration, that is a EMV calculation. So what we have to do, optimum item, what we have to do here, we have to find out the EMV. How we find out the EMV? So here we have a profit table. Here we have a profit. Clear? 500 rupees. So what we have to do, that profit will be multiplied with the probability. We have to got the first expected profit for the same demand and same production. Means 0.05 into 500 we can get 25, right? The same 0.25 into the 500 we can get 125. Means simply we have to multiply all the conditional value of the profit with the probability. We can get a expected profit table. Means here we can find out all the value, we get all the values. What we have to do, we have to do a individual column summation. Means for 100 column summation we can get a 500 value, that is a total expected monetary value EMV, that is 500 for 110, that is 545, that is 125, 565, 545 and 499. So now we have to decide that how much copy we have to produce against your demand, you get a maximum profit. So that is a 120 unit. We get maximum EMV value. Here we get a EMV value for different 5 columns. Now we say the maximum value of EMV, that is 565. So simple. What we have to do in whole example, first we have to find out the profit table or conditional profit table. After conditional profit table, we have to find out the expected profit table by multiplying all the conditional profit values with the probability. Then we have to cumulative all the value of profit table as we find out the total EMV, we can get total EMV, and out of that total EMV value we take a maximum value for the production, that is the EMV. Clear? Now we will move forward for the EOL. So that is the expected opportunity loss. So this approach is an alternative of EMV. That is the alternative of EMV, expected value of regrets, as we seen in last criteria also, that the course of action that minimize these losses is an optimal decision. Means we have a loss, as we know that how limited amount or this type of amount we have a loss. But what is our try? What is our intention? Our intention is to reduce our losses. Clear? So alternative approach. Let's find out the EOL. What is step? First, construct the conditional profit table for each decision event combination and write the associate probability. Now for event, calculate the conditional opportunity loss by subtracting the payoff from the maximum payoff and calculate the EOL. Clear? And select the alternative that yields a lowest EOL. So move forward the example. Here the problem is given. The same example we have to take here. Find out the EOL. Same all the data we have, profit, loss. So we have to make the conditional profit table. So what we have to do? Suppose you have we have to calculate a conditional loss table. We have conditional loss. Means suppose we have a demand 100, we have a production 100. So loss will be 0. Why? Because total amount of production is equal to the total amount of demand. Means we have any copies will be unsold. Means there is a no loss. For the same, we have a demand 110, but we have only 100 copies. So this type of 50 amount we have loss. Why? Because 10 copies demand is there, but we have a production, we have that copies, so 10 copies we can't sell, so that type of loss will be there. Same thing here, 100 demands, but we produce 110, so 10 copies will be unsold, so that also converted into the loss. So we calculate all the conditional loss, we can find out all the values over there. Here same 140, here 140 copies which will be sold, but we haven't had, so 200 rupees will be the loss. What is the next? We have to find out the EOL. We have to take the same loss table and we have to calculate expected loss table by multiplying the probability. Means here we have to same thing in EMV. What we have to do? We have to take a profit table and that profit table value multiply by probability. Same, we have to take a loss table. We have to multiply by EOL. So what we have to do? Simple. 0 into 0.05, that is 0. 15 into 0.25, that is 12.5. We find all the values, and after getting all value, in previous example we have to calculate total EMV. Now here we have to calculate total EOL, expected opportunity loss, by summation of all the values of the column. We get 99.5, 54.5, 34.5, 54.5 and 100.5. After getting this value, we have to select the minimum value. Means we have to minimize the loss, that is a 34.5. Means we have to produce 120 copies irrespective to the demand, we get a less loss. Clear? So that is a simple example. Now we will find out expected value of perfect information in next lecture. Thank you.